Before we get to El Nino, there's often been questions about what is done with the water that comes with extra rain or from other parts that could actually help out in places where we say there is no water, or that actually could be piped around. What happens with that water? What are plans to make sure that that water doesn't continue going to waste?
Okay. Thank you very much. I think you've rightly connected the rains, El Nino, the phenomenon that brings a lot of water falling down, and then within time, the same flows downhill all the way to either to the ocean or the lake. And what normally happens is that because of poor planning, because of lack of resources, we fail to put up structures to be able to harvest this water. Because you just delay its journey to the lake or to the river, to the ocean, and then you're able to use it in the interim and then start evening out the extreme swings of either extreme wet and flood and extreme drought. And that is the plan of the government to ensure that we now increase investments in this area. I think if you've heard of the National Infrastructure Fund, one of the priority sectors that she's looking at is in building water harvesting structures. And we have identified 50 mega dams, which we have lined up so that it can benefit from this infrastructure fund. As we are talking now, we have about 5 or so mega dams that are ongoing. One is in Makueni, at the border of Makueni Kitui, called Thwake. We hope, actually, if it were not that the resources ran out as of mid of last year, but I'm glad to say that now we've gotten additional funding to the tune of about 10 billion, which now will help us to complete the dam by end of this year. So by the short rains of October, we will be harvesting water in Thwake Dam.
Where is that money coming from?
We have support from Africa Development Bank. It was an ongoing financing facility, and now the other day we applied for additional funds, and we got more. Okay. So that is to ensure that that dam is finished.
If I can just hold on to that just a little bit, we were made to understand that the amount of money coming from the Africa Development Bank is 2.5 billion. Is there more coming from another source?
For Thwake, they gave us the entire 10 billion.
So AFDB gives 10 billion shillings.
Yeah, to be able to complete the dam.
Okay.
We also have Mwache, which is in Kwale. I believe those of us who have traveled to Mombasa, you at times go to the shower room, you find water is either salty, you apply soap, it is not
lathering.
Yeah. And it's because we've been using, we've shortage of water in Mombasa. And so we've been trying to drill boreholes, but they don't give good quality water. So to solve this solution, this challenge, the government put up a dam called Mwache, which is at Samburu, not Samburu, near Mariakani.
Okay.
And this dam is also going to be completed this year, and will supply water now to Mombasa and the environs. And again, in our plan of things, by December this year, we will have it starting to impound water. So that means, and then thereafter, the downstream activities like water treatment, because we have to treat this water, transmit it to the people of Mombasa. So in a year or so, Mombasa will be getting an additional 186 million liters per day to serve the Mombasa county. In Rift Valley, that is Kapenguria, we have a dam that we're calling Sioimurony, which is also at the tail end. It's around 80%. And we hope that before the end of these rains that we are talking about, the El Nino, we'll also start impounding water. This is funded entirely by government, and we have resources enough. It had suffered from financing when the liquidity and the fiscal space went down, but now that the economy is improving, we're able to fund most of these projects. And so this one also we're going to complete before the end of this year. We have another one in Makueni called, called Uma. Uma is at around 74%, and we believe also we're going to have it completed. There are others in the pipeline, one in Nandi called Keben Dam, This one, we are in the initial stages of preparation. We have one which has told in Soinkoru. And this one, as we're talking, we've written or requested the Asian Development Bank to